Hello, it's me. Right, first off, honestly, we hit 10k subscribers, right, which is, it's wild, man. Thank you all very, very much for like supporting the channel, subscribing, liking and all that good stuff, and commenting down below. Massively appreciate it, man. It's been mad, you know. I didn't expect to get 10k, but thank you very much. I really do appreciate it. Thank you. Now, since EUIC, I've been pretty sick, right? I've got a cold from the lurgy from it. However, we're better now. We're a lot better now, which is nice, of course. Now, one thing that did happen is a new set dropped. We opened loads of new cards. You've seen the 100 pack opening, but on top of that as well, we actually got some cards from the older set that we didn't pull, like the space-time ones. I didn't get the Darkrai, but I have got that now, which brings me on to the next point of this video, is the new deck that we're going to be trying today. And I've called it Darceus, right? And if you can tell, it's Darkrai and Arceus. Now here's the list. We're going for the Darkrai and the Crobat line, which you can see. So what's really good here is we get Darkrai out, we get Crobat on the bench and an Arceus, then we get the tick damage from Crobat, we get the tick damage from Darkrai by putting an energy onto it. Then we got the Arceus. The Arceus is there to help Crobat work, but we can also run into Arceus if we need to, because it's actually quite a strong card as well. So it works pretty well. We'll see how it does work in a minute, but we've got Leaf just in case we do brick in Arceus, because a few games I've had, we started with Arceus, we needed to leaf it away. So there is that as well. But we've got energy switches with Dawns and things like that. We've got the free retreat on Crobat. It's pretty solid, you know. It's pretty solid. And again, thank you all very much. Let's get into some games. Right, okay then. So we're going to go in with Darceus. Now, the one good thing about this deck as well is it runs communication. It's a big, quite important part as well to try and get Crobat out a bit earlier. Sometimes it will brick. That's the nature of these decks. Often, for some reason, I've got like really nice structurally like sound decks that look good on paper, but every time I've tried to play them for video, they just brick. But I promise some of them do work. This one, we're going second. We start with a Darkrai as well, which is quite nice here. We've got a Golbat in hand. If we do manage to pull the Zubat from that Pokeball, we're in a good spot. Okay, Magikarps. This is quite good for us because if he doesn't get Gyarados out early, we can get some serious damage on board quite quickly. The Manaphy is going to want to switch round, right? But we can get Manaphy away quite early as well. We really want to get Zubat, Golbat, Crobat, and an Arceus, right? We've got a Researcher. We've got a Cyrus as well, which means when I play the energy and hurt that Magikarp, very good for us. We've drawn into a Darkrai, which I might keep in hand for a communications here. There's the Zubat. Okay, it's not bad so far. I'm going to Professor's Research, keep that Cyrus. We've got the Golbat as well. A Leaf is and we got Crobat. Now it sort of makes me want to just go straight with the Darkrai, because we got the one line that I wanted, and then all we need then is an Arceus. But if we get these two out, it's a little bit intimidating, right? So that's what I'm going for. Intimidation tactics. We do 20 damage to the Magikarp. That's an easy Cyrus, because what I assume he's either going to play the one energy to Magikarp to retreat it, to leap out, or one energy to Manaphy, X speed, move the Magikarp, but then we can bring it back in play. Now, if he doesn't change that to a Gyarados, we could potentially kill that one and get rid of the cape. He's leaping out. So we can't kill it just yet. Although what we could do is Leaf Golbat. No, because we'd have to use the Leaf anyway, right? And we could have bit it. We could have bit it and then it would have been dead. However, what I feel like is a good play is maybe Cyrus to the Magikarp to get it down to 10 HP. We've got the Crobat for the turn after. And yeah, I'm going to Cyrus the Magikarp. I want to keep pressure on the Magikarp that's got the Giant's Cape and an energy, because he doesn't want to get rid of that, right? Arceus is going to go... I'm going to keep that as like a background thing, right? So it looks like I haven't got much else in my hand. We do 20 damage there. Man, if we had like Tool Scraper or something like that, because there used to be a card that you could remove a tool off a Pokemon. If they brought that in, that would be really cool for these situations, but I think it'd be a little bit bust because you can only have two. Okay, he's healed it with Iridia. I think I'm saying that name right now, though. I might not be. Gyarados is probably going to come out, but we've got Crobat, Darkrai. He's leaping out again. Okay, this is good. We can get rid of Manaphy, which then we can get rid of the Manaphy to then immediately bring in the other Magikarp and take 2 kills this turn, because we'll do the 20 damage with Nightmare Aura and 30 damage with Crobat and Arceus, right? That takes out the Manaphy before we even attack. Then he has to play something, okay? So, Crobat goes out. Arceus goes to the bench. And then that allows for Crobat to use its ability, which is the link thing, the cunning link. That's going to do 30 damage. We play 1 energy to Darkrai. That kills the Manaphy. And then that forced him to play the other Magikarp out, right? Essentially. And then he won't misplay and play the one with energies. He's going to play the random one. But now we've got options to keep going with the other Darkrai on the next turn, right? We Dark Prism. We don't need to Leaf or anything. So I'm going to go with that. I think that's quite a good idea. Then we've got 2 prize cards gone. If he does get Gyarados, he could still do a lot of damage with Gyarados. He can still do that. However, we take 30, we take 50, and then 80. Okay, we got it. We got it. There's a first game win. You know what? I do love a first game win. Often, these games don't go like that for me, but this is Darkrai, man. And this is the one that I really wanted to make, but I couldn't ever make it simply because I didn't have the Darkrays. But with the new promo one that you get from, I think, the Premium Pass, I got the second one, so I was all right with it. Right, okay, we're straight in on another one. I will say this. That was the perfect display in terms of, like, getting the cards we needed, getting Crobat, Arceus, and Darkrai online really early, playing against the Magikarp Gyarados deck, and they didn't draw Gary, right? Makes it a bit easier to showcase it, which I'm glad of. It was the first game. You've seen how it works slightly. You see the idea as well, which is great. Doesn't often go like that. We'll go in second again, though. Okay, here we go. Let's see. We got a Zubat, Arceus, Crobat, Pokeball start with a Darkrai. I'm going to start with Darkrai up front. Just to keep the Arceus alive. The Zubat goes out. Arceus can go out as well, just to be there. And then we've got a Pokeball to play as well. Shaman start. This Shaman's really good as well, by the way, especially in the current meta now, because it's a lot of healing, right? So this one, all it does is once during your turn, you may heal 10 damage from each of your Pokemon. Very good if you go up against the new Lapras, well, not Lapras, sorry, the new Articuno deck. The reason why I said Lapras is you might see it in the future, but I've got one covered with the Articuno. That new one's actually really strong as well, but I'm excited to show you that one. Okay, it's got a Shaman to start. We've got a double Darkrai. I will use the Pokeball just to thin the deck out so we don't draw into more Zubats and stuff. And again, we are setting up pretty strongly. It's a shame about the Golbat, but it is what it is on that front. We'll take the 20 damage from the Shaman. He did use a Pokeball, which suggests that he's got something in the hand, but he just didn't play it. Okay. Now, the worrying thing with the Darkrai deck, which is what I really like, is when it gets online, it's quite powerful. It's very powerful. If you get that Crobat going, like if we go into a Golbat this turn, hold on. Is he Dialga? I think it's going to be Dialga, right? Because it's Steel Energies. We've got a Dawn, which what I will do here for the Dawn is I'm going to play the 1 energy to this Darkrai. In case it's Sabrina or something like that and he picks out the Darkrai or whatever, then I've got the energy there and I can Dawn that over, right? So it still takes the 20 off, but this Darkrai it's 1-on-1. So we don't need to change the energies over. Initially, I thought if we went, whenever you attach an energy from your energy zone, I thought we could Dawn it onto it and then do more again, but that's not the case. That's not the case. So that Shaman's going to heal 10 off itself, which is fine. He is powering up that Dialga on the bench, which we want to be in a position where we're doing a lot of damage early, if we can be. So that Professor's Research is massive. We could get a kill if I just use the Dawn. But I think in this case, we want to get... I could get the kill on the Shaman. It means he'll bring out the Dialga and do the attack anyway, right? But we don't want that. That Shaman can cause problems for the 10 HP. So I think getting rid of it early is probably a good shout. So I'm going to do that. I will do that. And then we don't necessarily have to worry about it too much then. Because it's only 10 HP, but 10 HP is a big amount in the long run of things. The amount of times that I've lost because of a 10 HP, like, misfire or something, you know what I mean? It happens often, man. So the Dialga's going to be doing 30, but putting 2 onto the Arceus, which makes Arceus hit quite a lot if he's got bench. See, if I was to do what I was about to do, I didn't kill that Shaman, he'd have bench, so Arceus would actually do more damage as well. So it's your bench, damage for each of your bench Pokemon. So it does quite a lot, significant amount of damage. He's still got quite a bit going, but we're hoping for a Golbat, and we can start powering up the other Darkrai on the bench as well. Sabrina comes in. He'll do 30 damage, right? So I think we'll let it take on that Zubat, since we've got another Zubat anyway. And that's not too much of a problem. So what we can do now is... The energy is a problem, but we got another Zubat. If we don't draw into Golbat, well, we did. Okay. So now we sort of have to do it like this, right? We have to play that there. We have to play the energy to this. We then have to retreat, but I'm going to Professor's Research to get some more cards in, see what we get, right? We got a Crobat sitting there as well. Cyrus is big. Communications is big as well. But we can retreat that out. I'm hoping that he doesn't have a Cyrus. Maybe that was a misplay on my part because of Cyrus, right? However, we can Dark Prism. Yes, we missed 20 damage out on that, but that's not a problem. We'll get 50 damage with the next... See, the thing is, though, if I didn't miss it, then the Dialga would have been at 50, then the Crobat, 30, 20 from that would have killed it, and we'd have been onto something. This does 72 and 4, 110 currently, 120 currently, actually, I should say. But not too bad, because we can do a very big hit here. We can actually kill the Dialga, so it's not that big of an issue. What I'm trying to figure out is... we might want to do some early damage to Arceus as well, because we can do some serious damage, because he's had to hard retreat that. So that's an easy Cyrus pick for later. So what I might actually do here is sacrifice this Darkrai, just so we can do a ton of damage to this Arceus here. And we could even go out with Crobat on the turn after this and do and finish it up, right? That's what I'm thinking. Although, oh no, wait there. No. I've already taken one of his. Let's just bring Dialga in with Cyrus. Almost misplayed then. I caught myself. I'm so glad I didn't misplay it. There we go. And then the dart, yeah. I forgot we'd already taken something. We took the Shaman. And there's the kill. Okay, good. Whew. Relax. We didn't misplay and we take another win. Okay. Could have went bad then. You best pick up on that. Everyone picks up on the misplays. You best pick up on me catching myself before a misplay in the comments. Let me see them in the comments. I'm really happy about that. So like I say, I haven't played much of these new decks that we've actually I've created. So I've made about, I think, eight or 9 new decks. And some of them are a bit memey. Some of them are actually really good as well. But you can check them out. There's links in the comments down below in the description box. I always put them there. Have a check, man, if you want to have a look. They often change as well. Like, I'll do these videos. I'll play a game. If I don't like it, I'll change it, and I'll change it on the website as well. Darceus, let's go in for another one, man. It's actually running smooth. Maybe. I don't want to say this, actually. I'm going to say it. We're not losing today. We are not losing a single game in these. I'm telling you now. We've won 2. We've won 2. I do like this deck. I've been so looking forward to playing Darkrai, but I didn't have it for so long. Second again. All right, okay. We're getting blessed here. We're getting blessed. Oh, okay. Again, Darkrai, Arceus, Zubat, Golbat start with a Dawn is very, very good as well. So we can get this out. This might be just enough intimidation, although this could be an Infernape deck. These are quite strong. He hasn't got the Moltres to start, which is a good sign for me, but still can be very dangerous. If we get Crobat early to take the Chimchar or even the Moltres out of the game, could be huge. But Monferno is strong. Monferno is pretty strong, so we just got to be very cautious on that. I did have a deck of this, but I made it just before the new set came out, so then I was doing other videos and stuff instead, and then I sort of like got lost with it. I might end up doing another one of these so you can see me playing it or whatever, but I don't know yet. I do like this deck though. It's fun. I'm going to see a Moltres and then an X. Oh, it's Heatran. Oh, okay. I don't know this one. I've not played much with the new decks, you know? This is no retreat cost. Okay. Has damage on it. It does. Okay. Oh, right. Okay. It's actually quite good against the Darkrai. It does 80 damage for 2 energies. But again, we'll see how that goes. Cyrus is big. We do have the Golbat as well. We're going to take the 20 damage off Chimchar. Then we've got the Cyrus to bring that back in action when he moves it for Heatran. Because Monferno is going to be the big issue. Because Heatran can go quite quickly. We'll get Golbat out next turn. Hopefully get Crobat for the following turn. That could be huge. That could be really big. But we don't want a Cyrus early. We don't want to... Okay, maybe. He might have Infernape in his hand. He's going to Fiery Punch me. This is the one thing I always forget about Darkrai, right? He's weak to Leaf as well. I always forget about that. So, like, sometimes I'm like, I see a Leaf deck with this deck. I'm like, oh, I'm going to be all right here. Forget about its weakness. Get absolutely smashed. So you got to be careful with that one. And I think the fighting on the other two, right? Yeah. All right, okay. Monferno is either going to attack or he might remove it from play. I'm assuming... Oh, okay, Rocky Helmet's actually all right play. It means he's probably got Infernape in his hand, which I am a little worried about, if I'm being honest, because he only needs 2 energies to actually do serious damage here, right? So I think what I am going to do is do the play that I did last game, right? So I'll start powering him on the bench. And if he doesn't have Infernape, then the next turn I can Dawn and transfer it over and then attack him, right? So it's just keeping the energy options viable, right? So if I put 2 on this and it dies to Infernape next turn, it was a wasted turn, right? Whereas if the 1 energy's there, at least it takes me like 1 less turn to get that ready. It's a little bit of a shame, but we'll see. We'll see how this goes. And I'm not actually attacking it, so the Rocky Helmet doesn't hit me, which is quite good. But Infernape with 2 energies will hit me, and I think it hits for 140. So it's going to kill a Darkrai anyway. And if he does switch it, if he wants a Sabrina into the other Darkrai, then at least we still got the energies there, you know? Okay. Interesting that he did that. Very interesting that he did that. Because now we can't Dawn, unfortunately. However, we could Cyrus to bring it back in to drop it down to 20 HP. So if we hit the Heatran now, Heatran can do 80 damage to him. We don't want it to do that. We don't want it to do that. So in fact, I am going to Infernape. Yeah, because Infernape needs 2 energies anyway. And he won't be able to sacrifice that without a quick speed, right? So yeah, okay, we're doing it like this. Again, because we could Leaf into this one to take off the damage on the board. So I'm going to play it to that Darkrai there. And then that gives us the option to Leaf, right? On the following turn without Dawning. So then we'd be okay. And that way, we take out Monferno because of the 20, and then he brings on something else, and then we hit it for 80 straight away. Now, if we hit Crobat in the next turn, which we haven't even thought about just yet, but if we do hit it, we're in a good position. We're in a very good position if we hit Crobat, actually. But we've got to hit it. We got to hit it. Because then we can drop an energy to Darkrai. That kills Monferno. Whatever he brings in, we take the 30 and then 80 damage on top of that from the Darkrai attack. It's a very powerful deck. And the Arceus doesn't really see much play at the moment because it's not needed to. It's mainly around Crobat, Darkrai, and then Arceus to use the Crobat. However, Arceus can come in play. Let's say if you do go against weakness, you could do it that way as well. Infernape is out. But he doesn't have 2 energies. Right, okay. He is going to do only 40 damage, which is fine. If we get Crobat this turn, that's great news. We didn't, we got Arceus. Okay, so I'm just trying. He does 80 damage, right? But then he's going to get the Infernape ready very, very soon. We sort of need to get damage on board. We do 20 and 80. It's not a great amount, but then he leaves it out. He's going to leave it out, right? To attack the Darkrai that we're going to be putting out. And then what's he going to choose after that? So let's retreat that to the bench with Leaf. We're going to have to take a hit here. We're going to have to take a hit here. Because no matter what, we take the 20 damage by putting the energy to it. So we might as well hit it. Unfortunately, it's 90 HP, so he leaves him with 10. But again, on the following turn, 1 energy to the Darkrai on the bench will take that Heatran out and bring out the Infernape, potentially. We'll see how this goes, though. Crobat would have been perfect as a top deck instead of the Arceus, but we got what we got, so we'll see how it goes from there. Okay, Infernape is powering up. The Cyrus to bring the Darkrai back in. That was quite a nice play, to be honest. I can't fault that. Does get the kill. However, we still get the kill on that Heatran. But he does hit me hard with that Infernape. I don't think it's possible to win unless we get Crobat. We would need a Crobat top deck for this win. Because Crobat would change everything here. Right, I'm not playing the Crobat. And I'll tell you why. Because what if he goes into the Monferno? Then that puts me at a massive disadvantage if he does that. However, if I play the energy first with no Crobat, maybe he puts the Infernape out. And he thinks that I don't have it, right? This is what I'm thinking. If he puts the Infernape out, we're good. So the reason why I didn't play Crobat is so he doesn't have a guaranteed Monferno. I think it is Monferno play. He did it! He did it! He did it! We baited it! We baited it! Unlucky. Yes! The cunning link! That's going to take it down to 30, which brings it to 80 HP, and we take it with the Dark Prism. Yeah! It worked! It's an absolute vicious deck, that is, man. I love it! I love it! They are probably the best 3 games that I could have showed you with it. You know what? I am super happy with that, man. I didn't expect it to run as smooth as it did, but there you go. 3 games with the Darceus. Link to the deck is in the description. You can change it. You can do whatever you want with it. There's probably quite a few of these deck lists out in the minute anyway. Same with a lot of the decks we're going to be coming with, because a lot of people have already made them. And, you know, there's not much card pool to choose from for the new decks. So they're quite similar. But It works. And there you go, man. There you go. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, thank you very much for the 10K, everybody. I really appreciate it. Let's keep going now. Let's get 1 million in 1 week. You know what I mean? It's easy, isn't it? Let's get 1 million subscribers. I'm joking. Thank you very much for watching. I do appreciate you all. Thank you. Take it easy, and I'll see you in the next one.